Hi guys, happy Halloween. Holly here. I thought in honor of Halloween I would do a video talking about a book that I just finished a couple days ago, which is called Dead of Night by Jonathan Maberry. And I became a fan of his through his Pine Deep trilogy of books set in a small town in Pennsylvania. And that was more of like a ghost story, supernatural type thriller. Whereas Dead of Night deals with a subject that's near and dear to my heart, zombies. Yes, I love me some zombies. Now, having said that, I've read a lot of books dealing with zombies, and I can honestly say that most of them leave a lot to be desired. Happily, I can't say that this book was perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it was very, very enjoyable. One of the things that I love about his books is he tends to write short chapters, and kind of like James Patterson in a way. Although, I don't think anybody writes as many chapters in a book as James Patterson does, but Jonathan Maberry, in this book at least, and in his Pine Deep trilogy as well, each chapter deals with a different character, and I know a lot of people don't like that. They don't like the differing POVs, but personally, if it's done well, I quite enjoy it, and I think it works in this instance. Let me read to you what it says about the book on Goodreads. It's very short. Okay, it says, a prison doctor injects a condemned serial killer with a formula designed to keep his consciousness awake while his body rots in the grave. But all drugs have unforeseen side effects. Before he can be buried, the killer wakes up, hungry, infected, contagious. This is the way the world ends, not with a bang, but with a bite. Now, the events in the book take place over a little over a 24-hour period, and I think the unique perspective in how the zombies are created is one of the best and one of the worst parts of the book, because the idea behind it, the fact that these are different kinds of zombies, these aren't like mindless, shuffling creatures like from a George Romero movie. These zombies are actually, at least some of them, are actually conscious of what's going on around them, but they have no control over what they're doing. Some of them can communicate, some of them can talk, and I thought that was a very unique, very, good aspect to the book. However, the actual story of how this, method of creating the zombies came to be was a little hokey and overdone, but and actually it's explained in the middle section of the book, which was very kind of slow moving, but thankfully once you got past that part, it picked back up again right to the end. The characters, I thought there were some characters that I really, really liked, and then there were a couple of characters that I really did not like, chief among them being the female police officer, Des. She just grated on my nerves like you wouldn't believe. But for the most part, these were some characters that you could actually root for, because, when you're reading a book like this, or seeing a movie like, a zombie movie, or just a regular horror movie, actually, you want somebody to root for. And whereas, for example, with me in the TV show The Walking Dead, also about zombies, my friend would shoot me for saying this, but I root for the zombies in that show, because I do not like one single human character or living character in that show, and I am just a happy little camper when the zombies get a hold of one of the main characters. It makes me very happy. Yeah. Anyway, thankfully it's not like that with this book. You do care about the characters. The action is great. My one chief complaint, besides the backstory of how this again, I'll use the word method because I don't want to give away too much of the actual story, the so-called surprise elements of the story. But besides the actual method of how these zombies come to be, my one main problem with the story was the actual very end of the book. And it was frustrating. I understand them wanting to leave it open for a series, which I'm assuming it's going to be a series of books, but I think the way they did it was it's been done to death. No pun intended. So that was a little disappointing. And I think if, I hadn't enjoyed the majority of the book previously, it would have pissed me off. But otherwise, a really great book. On a scale of 1 to 5 stars, I would probably give this 4 stars. And considering the time of year, it's Halloween, you want to go out and grab yourself something really scary to read as you sit in your house with your outside lights off, so the trick-or-treaters will not come and knock on your door. This is a good book for you to get. It's really great. It's entertaining, and if you like a good zombie story with a lot of action, and it doesn't bother you if there's 1 or 2 characters that you kind of wouldn't mind to see the zombies take a bite out of, then this is the book for you. And as always, leave me comments, tell me what you think, if you read it, if you're interested in reading it, or if you just have a question, or if you just want to recommend some books for me to read. I'm always open to all of that. So otherwise, until next time, I will see you guys later. Happy reading!